Hi, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year 2021 and welcome back to I Snatch. I was going to take a break this weekend, but Drag Race was too good not to pass up, so I had to make a video about it. And I found a way in, alright? Since this is a makeup channel, I'll be snatching and scratching their looks, okay? And I will probably talk about the episode as well, but more details after the intro. If you're new here, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. I think I'll do a little bit more Drag Race content. I think this season is going to be really good. Alright, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so let's get started. For this season of Drag Race, I'll be snatching or scratching their looks, okay, their makeup looks, since this is a makeup channel. Since nowadays, the queens just basically commission all their outfits, okay? So one of the only things that's really all them is their performance and their makeup. And since I'm obsessed with makeup, I thought I'd just, talk about their makeup. I mean, the makeup really attests to the drag queen's skill and their creativity and everything. I mean, RuPaul can't even do his own makeup. Remember the mask at the end of season 12? And I'll also break down my favorite part of the show is the mirror moments when they talk to each other about, social stuff and everything, and they're doing their own makeup. I usually just pause that all the time to see what they're doing, so I'll break that down too, since I don't see anyone else doing that. And I will touch on the runways and the challenges and everything also, but I'm going to focus more on the makeup. So I'll be scoring the makeup very objectively, okay? I'm going to score it on 4 things, 5 points each. One is technique, originality, suitability, whether it fits the challenge or fits the outfit, and surprise, okay? So if they keep doing the same face all over again, Gottmik, they actually get lower and lower as the season passes. And I'm going to give 5 points also for the runway and 5 points also for the lip sync. And lip sync, I am also judging on 5 objective criteria: accuracy, emotion, gag placement, okay, so not just any old death drop or anything. There has to be in the right place and suitable to the song, okay, and of course originality and suitability as well, okay, so lip sync to fit the song or whether there's some originality to the interpretation of the song. And all this will be added up to the final score out of 30 points. And at the same time, I'll be doing a makeup tribute to my favorite look of the week, okay, so this week, it is Gottmik. I'm sure you've seen in the thumbnail. So hopefully it won't be Gottmik every week, but we'll see, okay? So let's just get started, alright? I guess I'm painting my face white. Prime. Okay, so this new format, which they're doing, very stressful, okay? Basically, they are introduced in pairs, and each time they walk in, they have to lip sync for their life. Almost immediately. Can you imagine how stressful that is? I will totally fail, okay? I'm already not a great lip syncer, and the pressure of everything, of just meeting a new queen and then having to perform in front of all the judges who are completely in full drag, full beat, and you're here in your entrance look trying to lip sync, that's super stressful. But I think it's good because it really get to see every single queen lip sync. I mean, there are certain queens who reached all the way to the top without ever having the lip sync. And this way you get to see each and every one how good they are at lip syncing, and also gives the judges a good first impression because it's a little bit of a Q&A, very pageant thing where they ask them questions about their entrance look and their inspirations and everything. It's an interesting new format, okay? The only thing is that we don't get that many looks, okay, in the first episode, and also we don't get the mirror moments, which are my favorite moments. So I won't be going through that this episode, but hopefully in future episodes. Okay, so a nice base of MEHRON first. I mean the cream blend stick, and then I pounce that in with my Clown White LITE, which is what I picked up from Pompberry. Alright, so let's just get started. First in, Candy Muse and Joey J. So Candy Muse, they obviously let her in first because she's going to be a bit of a narrator this season, I think. And I'm sure she's going to go very far. She's wearing this head-to-toe denim thing, and she even has a radio made out of denim. And she looks really good. Her makeup is amazing. Her confessional looks, you can see her eyes have this kind of a downturn look, right? And she's got this big cholo brows. These kind of eyes are really hard to do big creative makeups on, okay? Because I think, my friend Singan, I think he has almost similar eyes to this, okay? And when you try to do something really big and the eyes are pointing downwards, the liner placement gets very tricky, okay? But she does it very well. She's obviously done this for a very long time, and she has her face really nice and beat. So I really like her face. It's so soft and so blended, okay, in the face. So she got quite a high score for me. I gave her actually 5 for technique, 4 for originality. Suitability, well, I mean, it was really middle of the road, so that was a 3. Surprise, also a 3 because it, you know, wasn't really that much to scream and shout about. Her runway, I gave 5. I loved her denim outfit. Okay, this was done by Ray Ortiz, who also did Gottmik's look. Her lip sync I actually gave 3. I really liked her gag placement when she was pretending to turn it on and off the radio, but I didn't think she knew the words very well, and her mouth was a bit mushy, you know, the way she moved it around and tried to over-exaggerate some things. I don't think she knew all the words. Okay, and Joey J was a bit of a surprise. Of course, during the promo, he says he never wore wigs or anything, but he's here in this very nice, you know, wet-looking wig. And he's wearing this red jumpsuit with this chicken feathers and chaps, okay? This outfit is a little bit simple, okay, a little bit cheap looking, but it did give him very good shapes when he was lip syncing, okay? So he was able to pose and do all these amazing, you know, lines and everything, which I thought worked very, very, very well. And I actually think his lip syncing was actually better than Candy Muse. He had a nice gag where he did the echo bit of the song. And he has such a cute personality during the talking heads, okay? Especially the time when he went, you know, filler queen, plot twist. Yeah, I thought he was very, very charming. Okay, his makeup, he was basically having a red smoky eye with a halo cut into it, okay? And this makeup was quite good, okay? I thought the technique was quite good. I think I gave him a 4 for technique, a 3 for originality, okay? It didn't really pop. Okay, and a 4 for suitability, it matched his outfit very well, and a 4 for surprise because, well, I thought he was one of the better makeups. But, okay, the only thing after the lip sync, in Untucked, you could see his eyebrows were actually peeking through. He was getting a bit of a crunchy eyebrows. I guess because he was lip syncing so much and sweating, his eyebrows probably just popped out, but no one else had that. So I did ding him a little bit for the technique on that, so that's why he got a 4, but this was quite a high score. I can't bring this down too much. Gottmik's neck is never so white. Oh, I forgot to snatch or scratch looks. So, Candy Muse is obviously a snatch, and Joey J is also a snatch. Alright? Both snatched for the gods. Okay, I'm gonna powder this before it all creases. I'm just gonna put on my face tapes and wipe off this on the neck, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm just going to start to give myself a little bit of a contour first. And Gottmik in this episode has quite a sharp contour there, so I'll be using my card, placing it there. Okay, so I like to put my card at the bottom of this and my mouth. I'm a little bit high today. Okay, and just... Alright, so next in are Denali and Lala Ree. So Denali made the unfortunate choice of coming in ice skates, okay? I mean, it's really good that she shows who she is, okay? On her entrance look with the ice skate, she's an ice skating queen, you know, queen from Alaska and everything. So she nailed all that, but unfortunately they had to do this lip syncing and she had to do it in ice skates, which she looked a bit awkward in, okay? But she did manage to actually do a flip and everything, so she managed to save herself pretty well. But I did like the way that her big long pigtail flicked around and she managed to work that very well. So every time she moved and sashayed, her pigtail was like flicking around the back and I thought that was very, very cute. And she also did a little bit of a pigtail twirl. And also she actually released on her Instagram a short video of her figure skating to When I Grow Up, okay, to redeem herself. And she looks amazing. She's really, really talented. Highly unlikely they'll have a figure skating challenge during the show. And she also had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction. She was doing all these flips and back flips and everything, and her dress kept slipping down and she had to keep adjusting it because it was showing boy nipples. And Carson Kressley did give that a bit of a side eye, so maybe that's why she lost her lip sync. But I really, really liked her makeup. So she had a very, very intense blue cut crease, okay? And she also purposely darkened the middle to push the center of the face back a little bit, okay? Because she has quite a heavy brow, so that was very good. So I actually gave her a 4 for technique. And I also gave her a 4 for originality. Okay, I really like her makeup. Her brows were snatched, looked really, really nice, especially when she was sitting next to Joey J in the pork chop loading dock. Okay, and I also gave her a 4 for surprise. Yeah, I thought her makeup worked very, very well with her look. So she scored quite high for her makeup as well. Her runway, I gave her a 3. Okay, it was just a bit of a feather dress and it wasn't really secured very well. She had to keep adjusting it, so it's a bit middle of the road. And for the lip sync, I gave her, yeah, a 2, unfortunately, because she was, you know, a bit awkward, okay? And she scored total of 22 out of 30, that's still pretty good. And she looked pissed in the pork chop loading dock, right? She looked so mad. I guess I'm already at the eyes. See, you know what? When you paint your whole face white, you don't have to worry about contouring and everything too much, right? So maybe that's a bit too simple. I really hope Gottmik mixes this up. okay, because if not, it might get a little bit repetitive. But her eyes are really, really nice. She has this, I'm jumping a little bit forward to Gottmik because I'm going to start my eyes, okay? She has this really nice floral, curved cut crease, which I'm going to start off with my artist color pencil. Make sure it's all symmetrical. Something like that. Okay, just going to fix this part here. Okay, the tricky part now, that you've laid down black on white is really hard to clean up, okay? So that's why the technique when you do Gottmik's makeup is really, really important. Okay, I'm going to try to use some clown white to cover that up. See, and it turns grey. It's really tricky. Okay, and then she has neon pink on the outside and neon green on the underneath. Okay, so I'm going to try to use this palette that I haven't used yet. I'm using my Morphe 24A Artist Pass. It's got neon pink, green, and yellow there, which is basically the color she's using. So I'm going to try to use those, and I'm going to try to pack them on. Okay, let's start with the pink. And while we do that, let's start talking about LaLa Ri. LaLa Ri is lip syncing against Denali. I'm just going to pack this pink on top like that. Try not to smudge the black too much, okay? If not, you're going to get the black all over again, okay? And you don't want to smudge that into the pink and muddy it up. Just packing lightly. Okay, good. This is quite good pigment. Okay, yeah, where was I? LaLa Ri. Oh, LaLa Ri's makeup was pretty rough, okay? When she removed her little veil, you could see that her contouring was really, really patchy. It didn't look as bad on the main stage, maybe because of all the lights, but in the workroom, it looked really rough. And her outfit was not so good. They even zoomed down to the hem to show that it was poorly hemmed, right? They had all these like sequin bits hanging off the edges. Her face did look a bit brickish, okay, but she did give a very good lip sync, okay, and she definitely won this lip sync for me. But yeah, her makeup was not the best. I did give her a 1 for technique. She was one of the lowest ones technique. Okay, when I graded this, I graded all on a curve, right? So I didn't like give a whole bunch of people 5s and a whole bunch of people 1s. I graded on a curve, so I gave out 2 5s, 3 4s, 3 3s, 3 2s, and 2 1s, okay? So I kept it to try to keep it even all across the board. Yeah, LaLa Ri got a 1 for technique, 1 for originality. 2, I was feeling a bit generous, so I did give her a 2 for suitability. I mean, it looked like, you know, kind of okay. And a 1 for surprise, okay? Not much surprises here with her makeup. Her runway also, I gave her a 1 because of that. No pants, and I mean, no pants was a choice, but of course the hems were not great. But I did give her a 4 for lip sync. She was accurate and she was very emotional and she was good in lip sync, okay? Unfortunately, her makeup this was a scratch. And Denali, of course, was a snatch. So that's pretty much done. That's quite quick. Now I'm just going to clean up the bottom again with my clown white. Denali got 22 out of 30 for me, and LaLa Ri unfortunately got a 9. And 9 is the lowest across the board. But her talking hits are good though. She's quite funny in the talking hits. I think she'll probably go far because she's got personality, and I think Ru likes that kind of queen. Alright, next is Simone and Tamisha. Simone walked in looking like $1,000,000, okay? She looks very soft. She's got this nice orange wavy hair. Also a very simple look, okay? And she's got this Polaroid dress. Okay, quite simple. Okay, I didn't think her makeup was too crazy. Yeah, it was really, really simple and really quite, you know, as she said, she just wants to look like a real girl. Okay, so that really dinged her a little bit for me. So I gave her a 2 on technique and 2 on originality. 3 for suitability. Okay, she was a bit middle of the road. She looked good. She looked okay, and a 2 for surprise. Okay, nothing really surprising here. Okay, now I'm going to the green room just to go underneath. Tamisha comes in this really, really flat wig, okay, and this structured jacket, okay. It does remind me a lot of Vivacious walking into the room. She's this older queen. Her makeup is definitely more drag than Simone, okay, but it's still very simple. She basically had this red smoky eye with a cut crease. Not the most exciting makeup, okay. And I hated her lashes, okay? She was wearing, obviously she broke out a new pair of 301s here, and you can see, okay, the 301s, they're really regular, like picket fences sticking out. Okay, right now, the trend is wearing these fluffy lashes with interspersed spikes, but she's wearing this really gross pair of 301s that you can see in Untucked, okay? And also, she didn't line her lower lid, okay? Sometimes people line it with white and it looks, you know, purposeful, but she didn't line her lower lid, and that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine when you can see right through and see the waterline, okay, on her lower lashes. So she looked a bit rough. Okay, for Tamisha Iman, also I didn't score her very high on makeup. I gave her a 2 for technique because of the lashes, 2 for originality, a 1 for suitability. I mean, it didn't really look cohesive at all, her look, and a 2 for surprise. Smudge this down the nose a little bit. And then she has yellow under that and pink underneath. Okay, her yellow here is a bit of a creamy pastel, and I just happen to have a yellow base, which I got from P. Louise as well, which I will use. So Simone and Tamisha lip sync to Janet Jackson, and Tamisha had all the moves, right? She was doing all the Janet Jackson moves, but she looked so, you know, lost in that. She wasn't really lip syncing very well. Simone was definitely more connected to the song, whereas Tamisha was flailing around and trying to get in all the moves, and I don't think she was very successful in that, and probably because of some nerves as well. But she had this great cancer story, alright? This kind of reminds me about Mercedes Diamond Iman from season 11. You get this sob story, medical story over, and then you're out third. Okay, so we'll see about where Tamisha goes, but yeah, she managed to get her story out on the main stage already, so you know, there's not much reason for them to keep her. Yeah, and she did have this look of deer in the headlights there. So I didn't really give Tamisha a really high score for the lip sync either. I gave Tamisha a 1 for her lip sync. Simone actually gave a 4 for the lip sync. She found moments in the song and she made Ru laugh with her, you know, her mouth movements. And she was actually, you know, still acting in between the lyrics. And that's very important in lip sync as well, you know, to really feel it in between the lip sync. Whereas Tamisha was more or less, you know, in between the lyrics, she was just waiting to do her next set of moves. And next in are Gottmik and Utica Queen. I think these are 2 of my favorites, okay? I really hope both of them are like top 2. And of course, both of them both have neon pink and green eye makeup, okay? So it was almost like planned that they came in pink and green. I would have done Utica's look today, but I think Gottmik really won the challenge today for me. And now that the base is down, I'm gonna set that with yellow under the sun from the same palette. Not bright enough. I really wanted to go neon, so I'm going to be using my Makeup Murder pigment. Just scoop some out. Use this to set my base. Yeah, there's this highlighter yellow. I think this glows in the black light as well. Okay, yeah, so Gottmik comes in. And I hate to say this, but Gottmik does seem a bit annoying, okay? She seems a bit, maybe it's nerves or anything, but she comes in talking like, you know, some sort of Valley Girl meets Chelsea boy. And that was a little bit annoying. And then her shoe falls off. I mean, she's really lucky since she was born a woman, so she has probably nice small feet and she can probably find heels easily. Shoes are something that I can never find in my size. Oh, wow, yeah, I love that. Ooh, that's nice. Now, in contrast, the green and the pink look so dull. And now we go in with a liner. Classic liner, everything disappears off to the end there too. And here Gottmik describes the drag as campy, spooky, clown artistry kind of thing, which I really like that description. I think it was really, really successful. Her makeup was stunning here. And of course, she got 5s across the board for me for makeup. Okay, 5 was for technique, suitability, originality, and surprise. Okay, I was really quite surprised by this wavy cut crease. And her runway I really liked. So this was also done by Ray Ortiz, okay? And she has this jumpsuit with a big ruffle on the side, which helped to, you know, make her look a little bit bigger because she's quite small. And for her lip sync, I thought she did very well too. I gave her a 5 for her lip sync. The first time I watched it through, I actually liked Utica better. But I think I watched it about 2 or 3 times. And actually, Gottmik's black lips actually works very, very well for lip syncs. Because the song that they got, Rumors by Lindsay Lohan, was full of words, okay? And you know, you could see every single word Gottmik was lip syncing. So I thought she actually did very, very well for this lip sync. And the black lips really added to that. So that actually added to both her makeup and to her lip sync. So yeah, Gottmik wins this week. She got a 29 out of 30 for everything. And that's why I'm recreating her look today. Okay, and of course, don't forget, in my Gottmik video, she has this technique where she goes up, flicks her eyeliner up and out. give it to that disappearing point there. Okay, and she does bring it in a little bit too. I'm going to colour this in with my Ruby Kisses. I just watched one of Raven's old makeovers of James & James, and apparently this is her favourite black eyeliner. I thought it was some cheap stuff I got off Amazon, but Raven's been using this, so I'm very happy to be using it again, my Ruby Kisses black eyeliner. Just reactivated with a little bit of Inglot Duraline. Get a big brush so you can fill all that in. Just colour it on. Okay, Utica Queen. Utica Queen comes in this amazing hodgepodge of a outfit, all these clashing patterns and this big lime green wig. She looks amazing. I really liked her, and the makeup was quite cool. Okay, she had this really thin green wispy eyebrows and a pink lid. Okay, I thought that worked really well with the whole outfit. Okay, so I did give her a 4 for technique, a 5 for originality for her makeup. Okay, I really like the lime green brows. Not everyone can pull that off. And the suitability was a 4, and surprise was a 5. So quite high for makeup as well. And the runway I loved. I gave her a 5 for her runway. And for her lip sync, the lip sync wasn't that great. Okay, her hair kept flopping down in the middle. She looked a bit awkward on stage. So actually I gave her a 3, a bit halfway for her lip sync. But she was adorable on stage. She had all these little sayings, all these little Midwest sayings, like feeling it in her nugget and everything, and RuPaul really seemed to really like her. She might go the way of Crystal Method, where RuPaul really likes her and keeps her around for that, and she's got these amazing quirky looks in the runway as well. Utica Queen got a total of 26, so she did really well. So of course both of them get a snatch for me for their makeup. I'm just going to set that with some black and bring it down. Okay, this calls for black. I'm going to try the black in this BH Cosmetics Midnight Festivals palette to set all that and bring it under the eye. Oh, my liner's not very even. Okay, I'll do this off camera. I'll be right back. So I set it all with black, and I'm just going in with the pink again. Okay, before the black gets very muddy, I'm just using the same pink to just go along the outer edge here. Okay, and prepare for all the black that's going to be under the eye. So next in are Rosé and Olivia. So Rosé comes in, she's in this completely pink ensemble with this big blocky hair. I didn't really like this. Okay, the hair was a little bit too, it was all one big block, okay, and the hair was just like this big square, okay, and it would have done better with some highlights in it, but I didn't really like Rosé's look. And Rosé's confessional, oh my god, she has this horrendous brow. She's got this big bushy brows that go almost all the way down to her ears. This is going to be hell to cover. And her makeup was okay. Okay, she had basically this pink smoky eye, and then she tried to do this white liner thing, okay, that Gigi Good does. Her makeup wasn't anything to scream and shout about. And then Olivia Lux walks in, and she's really bubbly and really excited to be here and really fun. She looked really fun here. Okay, and Rosé, of course, was immediately dismissive about her. Okay, there seems to be a chain of dismissiveness here. Okay, Tina Burner being dismissive about Rosé, and then Rosé passing it on to Olivia Lux, who she thinks is less experienced than her. Olivia's makeup here looks really rough. She definitely has a massive glow up since the season. Okay, she looks great in all her promo shots, but here she's got this horrible brows, that big blocky brows that meet almost in the middle. They're almost touching in the middle of her forehead. I really hated those. But of course her smile is amazing and her personality is infectious. So for the makeups, I gave Rosé 3s across the board. Okay, very middle of the road. And actually a 2 for her runway, her outfit. But a 4 for her lip sync. She was really feeling it. Okay, she was definitely a very seasoned queen and did a very good lip sync. Olivia, I gave her a 1 for technique, but 3 for originality. Her makeup, quite okay. 1 for suitability and 3 for surprise. So, you know, kind of middle of the road to low for her makeup. Her outfit was not the greatest. She had this ruffled, a bit ill-fitting kind of a dress, pink and yellow, and you know, and her wig was terrible. Her wig was really bulky on the side. Okay, she should have plucked the hairline or something because it looked like a bit of a helmet here. She had this side pony and a very messy swirl. Okay, and yeah, so I gave her a 2 for her runway. And her lip sync was a little bit messy. I was surprised that she won. I actually thought Rosé won this lip sync. Okay, so I gave her a 2 for her lip sync, and I gave Rosé 4. So I'm quite surprised that they let her through. But I have a feeling they did that purposely just to throw in some conflict between Rosé and Olivia. A bit like what happened between Britta and Aiden last season. Okay, I think that they're building up to that. But let's hope they surprise us. I'm just gonna blend this pink in here. Oh, but Rosé did do this really sloppy death drop. they were quite shady. They showed a clip of her saying that she's a very, very good lip syncer and then doing this flop on the ground, which did get a side eye from Carson Kressley as well. She went, she is really sloppy. And I'm just going to go in with my Sugar Pill Taco to try to clean up this a little bit. Olivia Lux got 12 out of 30 for me, and Rosé got an 18. So both of them kind of like halfway. Okay, and of course Rosé got dinged a bit on her makeup too. I gave her 3 because her beard started showing through. So she should have done some color correction for that, because on the main stage you could see her beard, very Willem. Alright, so I've just contoured my nose, threw in some lenses in, and now I'm just going to go in with my black lips a la Gottmik, okay? And I'm going to talk about the last 3 queens who came in: Tina Burner, Kamora Hall, and Elliot with 2 T's. Tina Burner comes in with this firefighter look, okay? All red and yellow. She seems to be going for a red and yellow thing. All her looks so far, all her promo looks, everything has been all red and yellow. Not sure it worked. It looks very, very Ronald McDonald, and I guess she's trying to make it work. This outfit I gave a 4 because of course it's made by Florence Deli. It's very, very nice, except I dinged it 1 point because of the boots. I found the boots really, really ill-fitting, okay? So I thought that could have been tightened up a bit. Her makeup was okay. It's basically just a black smoky eye, but paired with a red brow. And her red brow is really weird. It's really thick in the middle and then got really thin quite quickly. And I didn't think it worked very well. And that's why I gave her a 3 for technique actually for her makeup, but 4 for everything else. I think it suited her look very well. You know, smoky eye because of fire, and then red to match her hair. Her hair was gorgeous. Okay, I really like the big swoop. And the outfit got a 4 from me, and her lip sync was great, okay? And on the main stage, she actually was able to banter back and forth with Ross Matthews, okay, when they talked about her boy band past, and they were throwing all these boy band puns around, and that's a really good sign, okay? Ru really likes it when you're able to throw back references, throw back puns. So I think she's going to go far just because of that. Kamora Hall comes in with this Bob Mackie, okay, and this huge Beyond the Valley of the Doll's hair. Gorgeous, okay? It looks so ridiculous on her because she's so small, and this big wall of hair was so campy and so nice. I wish I had hair like that. But her makeup was super, super simple. Soft, simple, suited the look, but I didn't think was very exciting at all. Okay, black on white, you have to be very careful. You don't want to be cleaning this up because it's going to be smearing all over. Yeah, so you know, if you're doing neutrals and everything, and just blend things away and it looks okay. But you know, when you're doing black on white, your technique has to be so precise, okay? That's why Gottmik gets so high for technique. Kamora's makeup wasn't very exciting, okay? Just very simple. I mean, I guess it suited the look, but I guess if you really wanted to drag it up even more, she could come in with this big twiggy eyes and the bottom lashes and everything. But otherwise, she looked pretty, she looked good, okay? So Kamora actually got from me a 2 for technique, 1 for originality. It wasn't very exciting, a 2 for suitability, and a 1 for surprise. Nothing very surprising, but she got a 4 for the runway. And I didn't really like her lip sync, okay? I thought she looked really lost. She didn't really connect with the song very well. And in her promo, she did say she was a park and bark queen, okay? And that's exactly what she was doing. She was getting lost in the back, and Tina Burner easily eclipsed her during many parts of the lip sync. And she also, on the main stage, told Carson Kressley about Mackie, and and it was so fun to see Carson Kressley's jaw drop. But this really sets high expectations for herself. So, you know, all her runways now have to live up to this Bob Mackie standard. If not, you know, the judges are really going to ding her for that. So I think she's probably going to suffer because of that. I can't just leave the lips like this. I have to extend it a little bit because it's Gottmik. Clean it up properly with a brush. Okay, the last queen to come in is Elliot with 2 T's. I thought he was quite fun. He looked so cute in the talking heads. And he comes in with this windbreaker and everything, all bought off the rack, okay? And Tina Burner, of course, clocks him for that. But Ru liked it, so that's all that matters. And her makeup, very simple, very straight brows right across, and just a concentrated smoky eye. I guess because she has quite deep set eyes, and that's very hard to do, you know, a lot of graphic looks. So not very exciting makeup either. For Elliot, I gave her a 3 for technique and a 2 for everything else. Okay, her outfit was okay, so I mean, it was nice, so I gave her a 3. And her lip sync also wasn't great, okay? She did manage to throw in some moves, but also, she like Tamisha Iman, she looked like she was waiting the entire song just to do that split. So the rest of the time, she was just basically mugging and doing very uninspired moves just before she did that split, and unfortunately, that didn't save her. So both Elliot and Kamora got the pork chop, okay? We don't really know what the pork chop is so far, so the pork chop, maybe they're given a pork chop meal or something, but Ru does say that they have to vote off one of their queens at the end, so that's quite exciting, okay? That's a different format, so they left us hanging. I screamed at the TV, as usual. And because she won, Tina Burner has to give up masturbating for 1 year. So let's see if she does that. Okay, so I think I'm more or less about done. So I'm just going to throw on a lash, throw an outfit, a wig, and I'll be back with a wrap-up for Season 13, Episode 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race. See you in a bit. Alright, and this is the finished look. Gottmik meets Neon Raver. I should have chosen a different background because now you can't see the hair. I tried to do this wigs by Golgi inspired hair. The wig that Gottmik's wearing is actually by 1-800 Wig Takeout, which is Bitter Betty's wig company. And I also added those bottom lashes, almost forgot those, okay? Not Gottmik look without these bottom lashes. Alright, did you enjoy Season 13, Episode 1? Leave down in the comments down below who you think got the best makeup in this episode. So, my snatches this episode were definitely Gottmik, Utica Queen, and who are my highest? Gottmik, Utica Queen, who got 26, and 23, I have a tie, Candy Muse, and Tina Burner, alright? And my scratches were Lala Ree, Tamisha Iman, who both got 9, and the third lowest was Olivia Lux with 12. So those are my snatches and scratches of episode 1, and leave down in the comments who you think were the snatches and scratches. I guess that's it for this video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notifications so you're notified every time I upload a new video, okay? I think this season of Drag Race is going to be very exciting, and I'm very excited to share it with you. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye! How did she get away with darker laces on white makeup? Watch my other videos. I reviewed the Season 13 girls here and Drag Race UK Season 2 here. Bye!